Joining us now is Hugh Li, the president of the Austin Chinese American Network. Hugh, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
So Hugh, Texas has the third largest percentage of Asian Americans of all states in the U.S., with the largest group being Chinese immigrants. What role have Chinese immigrants played in Texas history?
Well, as you can see from the exhibit here, there's a lot. And the history goes back hundreds of years in Texas as well as in the U.S. And Chinese immigrants came to this state, centuries ago, and have been on this land ever since, and making their contributions, making their own American dreams, and it continues till today.
And these days, economic, along with geopolitical and other tensions, or rather a rivalry between the U.S. and China, have been top of mind. How is that then impacting Chinese Americans here in Texas today?
It's impacting us in many different ways. I would say that started around the COVID pandemic. There's this, you can feel that there is a level of animosity towards Asian Americans, towards Chinese Americans in the U.S., in Texas. And I think things got even worse lately. We feel that there is a lot of tension that was put on the Chinese American here in Texas, and that makes us feel fearful and uncertain about our future, and particularly our next generation's future in Texas.
The Texas legislature has passed a bill giving the governor power to ban certain property ownership by Chinese individuals, as well as individuals of nations who are from nations that the government has deemed hostile to the United States. The bill has been called racist by some Asian Americans in the legislature, like Jean Wu from Houston, principally. What are your thoughts on that?
I think my personal view is that these bills are definitely discriminatory, and because it singles out nationals from certain countries, from around the world, certain countries to target. And by definition, that is a discrimination on the national origin basis. These bills, like SB 17 that you just mentioned, targets people from 4 different countries. That's China, North Korea, Iran, and Russia. And so the bill, SB 17, even though in name targets nationals from those 4 countries, it actually predominantly targets Chinese Americans or Chinese nationals in Texas. So you could legitimately call, some of the clauses targeting, a specific group from a certain country to be racist.
And the tensions between U.S. and China, some are saying, is what's propelling this, and they're citing these national security concerns. But as a Chinese American living here in Texas and seeing these bills and these international conversations play out, what is your response as a Chinese American to those people's security concerns?
From a national security standpoint, yes, China and the U.S. are not in a very good situation strategically, and I think each might deem the other an adversary country. The problem is, I have no problem of government policies targeting foreign countries or foreign governments or even the ruling parties, but we cannot actually impact the people, the individual people who are from those countries, who are already in the U.S. legally and in Texas legally, building our American dream. Because it's very important to separate national security policies from targeting entities and governments to impacting individuals, because U.S. is a democracy, and we have constitutional rights. We're constitutions that protects individual rights, including property rights. So in this case, I feel that these legislations, trying to strengthen the security measure of Texas against the foreign adversaries, but it actually impacts individuals like me and like my friends and students who are coming to Texas to study, workers, high-tech workers coming to the Texas to help build a manufacturing, high-tech manufacturing in Texas and build the Texas economy. I think the impact on these people is what really, really worries us and worries our community.
Well, Hugh Li, president of the Austin Chinese American Network, thank you so much for answering our questions and sharing your insight with us.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and leave us a comment below to let us know your thoughts on this video. And don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Austin Insight for free in the PBS app.